Good morning, everyone. Welcome to Hlanganani TV show, unearthing the hidden talent. You chill out with me, Nkosi Erati. Allow me to take this opportunity and welcome everyone wherever you are. Be with us, stay with us. Today, we have a man who has achieved a lot in football. He won SRC Cup 2019. It never ended there. He continued to win SRC Housing Cup. Wow, what a story to tell. Allow me to take this opportunity and welcome him here in the show. Kelello, good morning.
Hey, good morning, Chairman.
How are you doing?
I'm fine, and you?
I'm doing fine. To people who don't know you, tell us, who is Kelello?
Oh, I'm just a US student who came here 2017.
Yeah.
So for the love of football, I joined the TSL, which is the University League. So ever since there, I was recruited by Petwell. I think you know Petwell.
Yes, of course.
So Petwell invited me to join his team at Red FC. That's my football university started. That's where it really started.
I mean, looking at how it is, you seem to be passionate about soccer. When did your love for soccer started in the young age?
As for soccer, I can say it started while I was young.
Okay.
Because considering at my primary level, I was still playing football.
Okay.
And by the way, I'm a central midfield. So at the age of 10, I was playing for the primary. It was Pindela Primary School. So moving forward there, we're playing those cup like Butanuno Cup, Milo Cup. So I was a leader. Most of the leadership in football, let's say each and every category. In football, we have my category or my part.
Yes.
That's why we have a defender with a midfielder.
That's true.
We have a striker. So by the way, I was the defender, while at the same time I was a captain, which I was helping the coach setting the scheme lineup and stuff. So luckily enough, back then we won the Milo Cup in primary in our region. Then we went to professional. We won professional. But the problem started when we are doing maybe grade 7, we have to go to the secondary level, while the tournament is still continuing with us the following year. So unlucky, I was at the secondary level. But now they have to take other players there from the school and went back there, and they lost.
And the reason we have allowed him to talk, it is because that's a story I believe it needs to be documented. He has achieved a lot in soccer, which is something I hope and believe that when he continues working hard like this, he's gonna have a very bright future. Kelello, tell us, looking at what you have achieved, where do you see yourself in 2 to 3 years come?
As for now, I have my own team.
Okay.
It's Best FC, which is circulating around Bolukan. We're playing tournament around Bolukan. To consider the big team, yet I started it this year. So the only reason it became a big team is because of our coaching Blues. Blues has achieved a lot. And by the way, Blues was one of the relegated team back then. So when I took over 2019, I was a player 2017 for Blues, 2018. Then 2018 I moved to Links. Moving to Links, then I went back 2019 to Blues. Apparently I was injured. That's why my coaching career started. When I was injured, I was playing but forcingly so I saw that since I cannot play, I have to find my replacement. So finding my replacement, that's why I started coaching them. They believe in me, I believe in them. So that's why we managed to accomplish these trophies and medals. and took the team and won SRC Cup. Some players from Blues, I took them and played the housing tournament. And we took it as well. For the likes of Potogozan, Kwanas, and Bokis.
Looking at how it is, coach, because a lot of people understand that the team you had 2019, most of players you had in Blues, 70% of them, I would say, those were first year, and they didn't had understanding ukuthi ibhola lidlala kanjani ecampusini. But here you are, Kelello, you took over, give them a chance out of the blue, just like your team. You won SRC Cup, continue to win SRC Housing. Now, what criteria or method are you using in terms of sporting talent?
Like, if I can say, when it comes to football, I believe everyone can play football, talented or not. But nowadays, it's not about talent. There are players who have talent, but it's all about respect, the discipline, and passion. Like, those people who are most familiar with the TSL, they will give you more problems because of maybe if you're playing a biggest match, like let's say you're playing with the biggest team, they will come for forcefully so. But when we are playing with my small team, they'll start neglecting, like saying, we will win. So having those first years, they have the love for football, especially when you come to campus. They call it a university football. They want to play for the school. So they still have that passion. So, and finding them, it's not a difficult thing. But the difficult thing starts when they come to your team, or maybe you recruit them. Whereas you have more senior players which are choosing games. No, I'll play with this one I want. You see. So Bona, when the big players come, Bona, they have to sit on the bench. That's not the strategy I'm using. What I'm using is, if you can be available at practice, we are here in varsity. We have more academics commitment. So, but we sacrifice those 2 hours for practice. So that's the strategy I'm using. Those who are available to practice, they are the same one I will use. Whether we are good or not, talented or not, still I'm considering we practice because of that's why I realize maybe we are lacking on this side. We are good on this side. You see, so I can use you on my advantage to play a certain position which will deliver. So 2019 I was saving like 90%, which the 10% of the senior players, not really my senior players, but some they came early in varsity, but they are the first time playing EU football. For the likes of Bo Reform, Bo Jami, and others, they came here 2016 if I'm not mistaken. But it was their first time playing ETSL. Yeah, they were always playing optometry tournament and stuff. So those kind of players, they needed someone who will took them from those kind of play to the big player. So basically, I believe in practice.
I mean, looking at how it is, coach, you are passionate and you have achieved a lot in sports. And this is a motivation, to coaches, players, and other young developing coaches. You have managed to win all these accolades with some of the players with no profile at all. But you took them, recruit them, and put them in the field. So all these things. It says a lot about you, coach. Now, to someone who's willing to be a coach, just like yourself, but what is the secret for you, how do you manage to achieve all these accolades on your own?
Like, in terms of my player, we're all human beings. We all make mistakes. The same mistakes I will do in the field. That's it's the same mistake I'll expect someone to do. But not exactly like mine, but will do mommy's mistakes. So if you want to start let's say a coaching career, for the love of football, you have to believe in someone.
Yeah.
When you put in the field of play, you have to believe, trust, and encourage that person. Because of he will make mommy's mistakes, which sometimes you get too emotional. Like if you have a player, they are leading you, and you are here, and we have someone who's busy playing with the ball without going to score. That's frustrating. Then you have someone in the field who doesn't care, who just come and play for fun. That's also so like
yeah. It really says a lot about you, coach, and we are motivated knowing that you are one of the coach who believe in young talents. But now, coach, tell me, we have seen a lot of players moving from one teams to another, but your players always have the interest of staying in your team. How do you manage to keep them up so tight in staying in your team and with the unity you have in your team, Blues as you are saying, and the beast you have currently here, which is based in Teflop? How do you manage to keep a bonga badlali bakho babe ne-interest ukuthi badlale eqembini lakho when we see other players moving from one teams to another, but yours, they just continue to stay there? How do you manage, coach?
I believe it's all about morals. Game time. So I know in one team we want to have a lot of talent and stuff. Like, coach, if you can ask, they will tell you I need those kind of players, those and those and those. But which currently they are on another team. You see? So I believe in using what I have. And I give them my support and stuff. I encourage them. So basically, I like to have a certain number of a squad. Like if I can have 18 players, I know per game, if maybe you see some are busy, some are what, I know I'll have maybe 13 to 17 players. You see? So which basically means all of them they will play. Which if all of them, the 18 players come, still all of them, they have the chance to play. So basically, it's not about lama mistake labor when the grounding, because my player they have that certain terms of these coaches like this one and this one. You see, so I believe that's the first thing that makes players to change teams. You see, if I like you as my player, then I don't like that one. Immediately I substitute him. You see, he will have that thing. Now I have my favoritism. Then he will want to go to some other teams to accommodate him better. So in teams, I all tell them this is thing. If we're going to a match is 1 hour 90 minutes. So basically, when we go there, I know we have other commitment but we go there for that certain time.
You have to be focused.
Yeah. Even if we're going to practice, it's only 2 hours. So which means we are basically all of us we're sacrificing the 2 hours to go to this sports field. So encouragement is one of the most secret things that keep players. And I know, I believe in one big happy family.
Okay.
Which means those good old days where maybe a father left 2 wives but staying in the same house, having 4 children, 8 that side, you see. But they are unhappy family. One big happy family. When it's time to eating, we have to eat in one table. That's what I believe in. I have to treat everyone equal, despite of you came first, you came last. You understand? So my players, they want to feel comfortable. They want to feel appreciated. You understand? So that thing of when I'm a friend of you, you're always on the on the lineup. After game we go together having lunch. You see, that start to create malo on other players with time. I mean, they always substitute me in terms of, but this one, even if I end up a mistake, I won't substitute. So I have to accommodate them in one love. Now, if you are wrong, I have to tell you you are wrong exactly the same way I have to tell that one. And I encourage in a football where when you are in the pitch, there's no way you can shout at one another. We're not shouting. One big family don't fight. We don't need my external person to come and tell us what to do. Everything we fix it amongst us. Understand? Now me as a coach, I might be wrong. I made my decision which maybe doesn't favor the majority. But we have a practice. After game we still gather and talk. What went wrong? What was the problem? Then now I have to listen to them on their issue that our coach. That's substitute. That what. You understand? So basically, I have to give each and everyone a chance to talk so that maybe spotted something so that next time I will know now. Give me my vision or no, very I was wrong. I understand. We lost, I made a mistake. The game was terrible, maybe. I did switch someone a position unnecessary. But in terms of my player, when I made such the decision, because of they are in the field of play, they keep quiet. Even if we win or we lose, we gather. Then you say a few that was unnecessary. That was what. That's how I structured my team. Because immediately when there's a conflict amongst us, those old grandparents, they used to say, if we can fight among us, it becomes easy for an external person to come and destroy us. So simple, in simplicity, it says like, if it's a team, which means my opponent is now, but it's attackers. It's simple. The times of fighter now, fielding when a bamba by a goal. So one big female is the one way.
Hlanganani TV show, unearthing the hidden talent. I'm staying with Coach. Coach, you have played soccer and you are a coach, as you are saying. Now, what effort does it require to be a coach as well as being a player? Because I believe it comes with a lot of responsibility. It's a good thing that I'm talking to the right person who has played soccer, someone who has coached. You have been on the field as a soccer player and you have been on the touchline as a team manager. Now, what effort does it require being a coach as well as being a player?
Currently, I'm still a player.
Okay.
Still playing. Last week I was playing. Last week. Like, I can say every week I'm playing.
Okay.
When it's time for practice, I go practice with my boss.
Okay.
So currently I'm playing with some other guys around. They used to pick me because of they know I'm.
Yeah.
So as a player, I've been playing for a long time. Maybe I can say over 20 years. I've been playing for 20 years. But nowadays, I think I enjoy more when I see somebody's playing the way I wanted him to play or the way I'm expecting him to play. That's why mostly I like to be on the touchline. Even though they still ask me, what's up? As good as you are, maybe your midfield today is like a king. Why don't you just get in? So, yeah, somehow I have that thing of like, today I don't have this kind of players, which maybe they stabilize my midfield, and I'm also a midfielder, so I have to get in and stuff. But that thing, it crossed my mind in such a way with it. In some decision, I cannot take my decision while I'm inside the pitch. So during the lockdown, I was playing for these other teams, and it was lacking in management. So I was a player while I was coaching. When we have people who believe in you. But the problem started when it's time for my substitute. It's a half time with in-management. They are looking at me like, I'm the one who's supposed to take someone out, while I'm also in the field of play making my own mistakes. So that's why I told myself, if I'm playing, I'm not coaching. So currently at my team, I'll be a coach. Even if it's lacking where and where. They can say, you must play, you must what. You see? If I remember, I have maybe 4 or 5 games. I started the game while we were 9 or 8. While I'm also a player. They are extra soccer foods. So that thing of there must be someone on the line is very important. Than to get it in the picture, make my mistakes. I believe like when we are on the same pitch, we are both making my mistakes. We'll tell each other as my player, but not as my coach. Then people are different. We have some and some. So let me say, I'm telling you, I'm a player. I'm telling you, you are mistakes. Which I'm also making the same mistakes, which means when you have the power to attack me when I make the mistakes I corrected. You understand? So, but if I'm on the line, you make that mistakes, I correct you, and then someone else make the mistakes, the same mistakes. You see, it become easy, and it become effective to like. For that mistakes to not happen again, because I can't correct you the mistakes, he did the mistakes, which means I have to correct all of you. So if you did that mistake, it becomes easy to correct that one again. So that's why I like to on the bench, so that I try maybe to eliminate those kind of mistakes and stuff. But when I'm on the pitch, like if I can tell you, there was this coach back then at home who was coaching. He used to say in every position there's leadership. Okay. As a goalkeeper, we are a lead. As a central back, we are a lead. As number 4, as long as we are on the field of play, we are a leadership. Like, as number 5, okay, most of my team, we regard number 5 as a leadership. We regard number 6 as a leadership. Because of, I think, as number 6, attack. As number 5, that's why we have to direct. Now number 5, now it's a clear shot. You have to call that one to pick it here. Call number 2, send number 4 to assist. You understand? But meaning, believe or not, each and every one, it's his responsibility. As number 2, number 8, it's your duty to come and assist. Press Allah. You understand? As number 6 now, as a striker, we are one of maybe just started to play the ball in front. It's your duty to call number 8 from the back. Say, come and mark here, I will mark here. Press. Not that thing would say, I'm going to try spam songs. I'm going to press. That's why you are a team, our big happy family. Say, assistant. At the end of the day, that's when we call it a team.
I mean, Coach, looking at how it is here in University of Limpopo, a varsity that has all quality players, from different provinces. But looking at our squad, we are not doing well as a squad. We are not qualifying for USA. We are not winning castles. Yourself as a coach and as a player, does it ever come to a point whereby you ask question like, why would a squad of UL fail to achieve this and that when they have all the quality players on the palm of their hand? Does it ever come there?
It comes a lot of times. We've discussed that with the management a lot of times. But looking at the UL, so many talent. Like I can compare with too many varsities which are competing. We have so much talent in such a way. I believe the SAP League, we have won it maybe long time ago. According to the way I see each and every year, we're having good players, my fresh and stuff. Understand? So the problem is the management, if I can call it well. Starting with the TSL. And TSL is that's why they pick players from the squad.
Yes, of course.
But ever since I got to university, I don't remember any selection. I don't remember anyone from the squad, a coach or an assistant coming and assist, like coming to watch my TSL game so that he can pick my player. Like it became that thing of like now maybe towards the USAS they are approaching. Yeah, I understand. They'll post on the group. Each and every manager should appoint my player. You understand? Which there's a coach. The coach doesn't come and look for his players that he gonna use. But now they select players for him. Which means it doesn't have any plan, like any techniques to use this player in a certain way. So like now it's something they give you this material, but you don't know how to use it. Because of this material, you know, maybe it's a cement. Why do you know about the cement? You have to make a brick. Where else you don't know that a cement you can also use it to blast. So according to me, it's like if we can structure the management, starting afresh, those management they have to look for their own players. Immediately when you're scouting my player, we have the necessity to tell that my team is shorter maybe in the midfield. You understand? Then when I go there, I have to scout up a midfield, a good one. You understand? Not like what maybe I bring my midfielder I 10. So now since I bring my midfielder, we are the coach, and then we now figured out my midfielder I 10. Which you have to start compromising a midfielder to strike, a midfielder to eat defense. Yeah, but if the management, they can go and scout for their players. Because in most of the times, now I'm a checker, for example, last year, we have my player, some of them, they won the player of the league, like the TSL league. Yet they are not on the squad. The top goal scorer himself is not on the squad. So it's a matter of friendship. If you are my friend, you are playing, I'll take you to UL squad because of I have the power to appoint you there, to take you to the. That's basically happening. So it's all about if you can fix the management, the leadership itself. So everything will be correct.
Before I let you go, Coach, one thing again I want to know is that how did this COVID-19 affected you? Because a lot of things, zibezama, and then looking at your side, how did this COVID-19 affected you?
Apparently, young into me.
Okay.
Everything Jay Velati. Yabambe Paris Coco. I started Best FC because of COVID-19. As you love football and Blues is a campus team. So when I love football, I still wanna play. I was still wanna coach and stuff. So COVID is academic side is stopping. If I can tell you, academic side is. You know, we're supposed to graduate to finish school this year, but COVID and the academics it's extended up until you see the affect management. In football, you know, I usually plan for the next season. So as I was finishing my degree this year, the way I planned it, my plan was next year. My plan was this year. I want to win the league. If I'm leaving TEF, I'll leave with TSL league. and I'll leave with Marabe tournament. So I still have the chance. Even if COVID affected me, but it didn't stop me. Next year is still another year, and you'll be a year of success. So I'm still gunning for those things, and I want it, and I'm sure. So that's out of it.
A young man who's motivated, he has intrinsic motivation. You know, sometimes when they talk about someone who's focused, talent, it's a talent. You cannot take it away. Listening to him telling us his future plans, it says a lot. This implies that he is focused and he's so determined to achieve. You cannot stop him. This is Hlanganani TV show, unearthing the hidden talent. This is one of the talent we are unearthing. So talented in coaching, playing soccer. What can you say? Coach, before we let you down, before we let you go, now, what can we expect from Blues? Should now we be given a chance to go back to campus and play TSN? What is it that we can expect from Blues? Can we expect fire?
Apparently, it's more than fire.
Okay.
Looking at the last year's squad, we only lost few more individuals. They completed their degree and left. But basically, each and everywhere we have new players. We still have, we manage to recruit my new players which are strong. So the only reason they regard Beast as the big team is because of those new recruits from Blues players. Which means it's fire from Beast, it's fire for Blues. You see? Whatever you see in Beast, it's what you're going to get in Blues. Even though Beast is competing with I can tell, around Polokwane teams. Around Polokwane teams. My big teams, my APC teams. So, imagine if you come to campus, you're only competing with my campus teams. Whereas I'm still using the same players which are competing with my SAP players, SAP teams, which means that more than 5. So, if I will be given that opportunity, then.
Coach, we appreciate your time and your honesty, and we wish you nothing but the best in your career. May you achieve everything you want. Judging from our plans, Zonki's and Donazo, we wish you nothing but the best, Coach.
Thank you.
Hlanganani TV show, unearthing the hidden talent. Be with us. Thank you so much. Salute.